An announcement from Arkansas football that we've been waiting all summer for, and I'm sorry, you guys, it's not the quarterback. We still don't know.
The fans have brought sleeping bags for warmth, and well, I've got a hat.
The only difference between me and Sam Pittman, he just signed 9 guys. I didn't.
Because who wouldn't be incentivized when you've got bling like this? And it's a free Jersey Friday, which is not available for members of the media, as I've been told repeatedly. It was important to Stamps that he be introduced here, in front of the very floor that he walked on when he was a Purple Dog.
Once you've picked your ball and bowled your frames, the competition fades away and you begin learning about yourself, your friends, and life.
And from the moment the hard-hitting right fielder stepped on the field in Game 3, things went differently. But first, we go back to the studio, and the man who could fire me at any moment, and on an unrelated note, looks younger every day, that's Bobby Swafford. Bobby? In the 5th inning, Jared Gates came out of nowhere to make a catch down the line, accused of selling drugs. Police say they also found a gun in the apartment. We'll have all the highlights for you later in FFN, but first...
Back to you, Bobby!
Arkansas pulls another flop. A pro hog is the cream of the crop, and we're going to talk some shop about some high school football top stops. It's all coming up in a skip, jump, and a hop later in sports. The British royal family was in attendance at center court today, and let me tell you, if it's good enough for the symbolic figureheads of a faded monarchy, then it's good enough to show you here. Of course, I'm not here to tell you who the next coach is. It'd be a bit more hoopla if that were true. Once again, I'm here to tell you who it's not. That guy. Oklahoma and LSU going to battle on Saturday afternoon. This one was for all the peaches and a spot in the college football playoff national championship game. We'll pick things up way back when it was close. That would be the first quarter, LSU's first offensive drive, in fact, where Joe Burrow hits Justin Jefferson for the score. Oklahoma, well, they keep things close for then. Striking back, still the first quarter, Kennedy Brooks takes it in and ties the game up at 7-7. And yeah, that's about where things went south for the Sooners. I'm talking Antarctica levels of south.
I was already really upset, and I kind of just broke down in the car.
September 20th, 2018 should have been a happy night for Parker Goins, as Arkansas soccer upset number 2 Texas A&M. But while her teammates celebrated, the star forward was at the hospital.
I thought I dislocated it or something, but I was in a lot of pain, so I kind of knew it was probably something more.
It's a tough one to watch. I had to look away from that one.
I got a text and they told me I tore my ACL.
Not what you want to see for Parker Goins or Arkansas.
Goins had faced adversity before.
I tore my Lis Franc ligament my senior year of high school, and just other things too, like when I hurt my ankle, all these small ones have prepared me to this big one.
She didn't wallow, instead attacking rehab and staying active with the team.
I kind of just had to learn to walk again. The next day I knew I had to move on.
You know, we kept saying to her, just because you can't play, talk. You have a really bright soccer mind, you're a very good communicator. So I thought she did a really good job of helping us win, even though she maybe wasn't able to play.
I mean, I wanted to be out there, but I'm glad I got to contribute some way.
Goins! Parker has returned in 2019 with a vengeance, already racking up 5 goals and 6 assists, including a score in her first game back from the injury.
I mean, honestly, sometimes I forget I even tore my ACL, so I didn't even realize how exciting it was until afterwards, until someone said. But, I mean, it felt good.
At the end of the day, I mean, she rehabbed like a pro. I mean, sometimes we have to kind of hold him accountable and stay on him a little bit, not with her. And I think it's paying off this season. She looks fantastic.
Her return has helped to spark one of the hottest starts in team history, and the Razorbacks aren't surprised.
This is real, Arkansas.
It's surprising to everybody else. I mean, we know we can, and I mean, it's going to be a good season.
In Fayetteville, Tyler Cass, 5 News Sports.
Usually Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I get up around 4:45, have a workout at 5:30, go to school.
Those mornings can be lonely when you're a team of 1.
I've usually been the only thrower, so I usually work out by myself.
But all that changes come quitting time.
Around 5, I come back and then throw with my dad when he gets off work.
Brian's dad is Mark Parlin, who was an All-American in the shot put at UCLA.
There wasn't much talking him into it because he always saw that I did it.
Being a dad and a coach may not be the easiest task, but it's a worthwhile one.
Yeah.
We always had the best relationship, super strong. I think this has definitely made it better.
It's hard. It is, at the same time, very rewarding. We've bonded a lot over the sport.
And while Brian is still chasing his dad,
he's only 5 feet off of my high school PR in the discus. and 3 feet off my high school PR in the shot.
Bragging rights, honestly. Not something huge. I just want to throw as far as I can, but definitely bragging rights to him.
Together, they've already accomplished so much.
Now there's 2 60-foot shot putters in the Parlin family. There's not a lot of folks that can say that a father-son duo and has thrown 60 feet in high school, so it's very rewarding. Don't think, just throw.
Bryant will continue to follow in his father's footsteps by throwing at the college level when he joins the team at Oklahoma next year. In Bentonville, Tyler Cass, 5 News Sports.
Man, I wanted to punch him, right? You know, that was kind of tough.
Not exactly what you expect to hear when a coach reminisces about a championship. 2015, though, was anything but a normal state title run for the Bentonville Tigers.
You know, we go through that run, we win a state championship where the emotions are so high, and then Kurt pulls us in and wants to have a conversation.
Assistant coach Kurt Yarrington had been diagnosed with prostate cancer during the season, but didn't tell the team until after the championship.
Didn't want to ruin the mojo at that time because we were on a good roll.
Now cancer-free, Yarrington has looked for a way to give back, creating the annual Prostate Cancer Awareness Challenge game between Bentonville and Bentonville West, where he now works as the golf coach.
These kids all have dads and grandpas and uncles, so you know they can get that word out to them and have them get tested.
The Tigers won 7-1 and have now taken home the trophy all 3 years. But the final score felt secondary on Monday night.
Just maybe if he reaches one person, you know, it's well worth it. So anything that we can do to help him to make awareness of this is always a good thing.
You know, to be able to support this like this, I hope that it grows and grows and becomes just a massive event in years to come.
In Bentonville, Tyler Cass, 5 News Sports. While the Arkansas softball team has found nearly unprecedented success on the field this season, the fun really starts here in the front of the dugout.
I mean, this is literally probably the most fun team I've ever played for.
They have a lot of fun.
And once you get in the dugout, you just feel so much at home. Obviously, we do some crazy stuff in there to help keep each other up.
The hijinks start with sophomores Ali Monzo and Autumn Storms, who, in the midst of a historic season for the program, have become a must-watch duo in their own way.
Yeah, me and Allie have always had this just really energetic vibe between the two of us, and once we got down to the end of the dugout together, I think it really just helped us feed off of each other.
This game's supposed to be fun. We're just taking it like we were 10 years old playing the game. It's the same game. It's just at a different level, and I mean, we're going to have as much fun as we can.
Whether it's backwards jerseys or popsicle sticks in the visor, there's something greater at work here.
I'm very superstitious. If it starts working, it stays there and it doesn't change. Now, if we have a bad inning, say we don't get that many runs, or say our hitters just aren't doing that well, we'll switch it up, make it better.
The rest of the team feels perhaps a more tangible effect.
It's not entertainment as much as it just keeps our dugout in it. It keeps our team in it, and it's just such good energy. And everyone just feeds off that, and it fuels everyone around them to just, you know, be hype and have energy.
Playing against SEC teams sometimes can get really intense, and I think that gives me makes me less tense in the circle, knowing that they're not putting all this pressure on me and really keeping it lighthearted.
We don't care how weird we look. We don't care what it takes. We're gonna keep doing it.
Whether it's on the field or in the dugout, this is an Arkansas team that just keeps winning and has a lot of fun doing it. From Bogle Park in Fayetteville, Tyler Cass, 5 News Sports.